Alright, today we're going to be making Lethal Lava Land with polymer clay. So this time I tried printing out a map of the stage to make the clay model more accurate, but the printer was low on ink, so the colors came out all weird and yellow. It doesn't really look like lava as much as it looks like well, let's not get into that. So with the in-game version of the stage, the lava is more red, but with the diorama picture that I showed at the beginning of the video, it's more of an orange color. And I think both color schemes look really good, so I just decided to go half red, half orange with the lava. And I didn't mix it too much, that way we could get that nice swirly effect. Now we just gotta finish cutting it into a nice flat square shape, and our lava base is good to go. Now we're assembling the colors for the different platforms, many of which are just different shades of gray. So I'm going to start by making that hexagon-shaped platform in the middle of the stage. And because it's basically dead center, it'll make a good reference point for the rest of the platforms. Now I'm just carving out a hole in the middle of it, which is where the volcano is going to go. And after we've smoothed everything out, I'm just going to use the map again to make sure it's dead center. Now we're ready to make the volcano. You know, it's funny. Normally I'm not a big fan of lava-themed levels, but Lethal Lava Land is one of my favorite stages in the game. I think one of the reasons for that is how the lava mechanics work. Like how in most platformers the lava instantly kills you when you touch it, whereas in this stage it only makes you lose some of your health when you touch it. It's like it strikes the balance of being challenging enough, but without crossing the line into being frustrating. It's also a pretty unique setting for a lava level. It's just like this flat, square plane of lava that's floating in the middle of nowhere, and most lava-themed levels typically have like rocks for the platforms, but this stage goes for more of like an industrial aesthetic with its platforms, so it just feels like some kind of man-made obstacle course that was built over lava. Almost like that game show Wipeout, only the obstacles are over lava instead of water. Now that would make a good game show. So now we're going to start making this weird platform that almost kind of looks like a conveyor belt, but it doesn't function like one in the game, it just kind of looks like one. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe they just needed more variety with the platform designs. So at this point in the video I had to switch up my work setting as well as the lighting, so you might notice these like weird lines running up the screen, and I'm sorry about that, but it's going to go back to normal pretty soon. I'm also kind of speeding through the making of a lot of these platforms because a lot of them are just simple shapes, so like there's no need to show me cutting out another rectangle or circle 10 more times. And here's another one of those weird conveyor belt looking platforms. So this next set of platforms is supposed to look rusty, so I just mixed together some colors and I think it came out good. That's right, nice and rusty looking. I know a lot of people said they used to get creeped out by the painting for this stage, and I definitely remember it looking creepier as a kid. Like it just looked more distorted or demonic, I guess, but nowadays it kind of just looks like a happy flame. And I already showed the process of making these conveyor belt things twice, so there's no need to show it 3 more times. And now we're about to start working on the most detailed part of the stage, that being the Bowser puzzle. So because it was so much detail in such a tiny amount of space, I had to figure out exactly how I was going to do the Bowser puzzle. And I ended up drawing it. So this was my first attempt at drawing it, and everything seemed to be going okay until I tried to use a black Sharpie to outline everything. And as you can see, that just really screwed it up. Alright, let's try that one more time. So I pretty much did the same thing, just minus the outlining with a black Sharpie, and despite Bowser looking a little thick, I think my second attempt came out okay.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
And lastly, we're going to assemble what's probably my least favorite part of the stage in-game. This little area in the corner where you have to like balance on the log and stuff. There's also a fence that goes around this area, which I'm about to make. I just rolled out some gray clay and then poked a bunch of holes in it to replicate a fence. Then I went ahead and baked it so it could be hard. That way I could cut it with scissors to make it the right shape. And then using some liquid polymer clay, just went ahead and put it into place. Now the whole thing is ready to get baked, but there's still a couple little more details we're going to add after it's baked. First thing we're going to do post-baking is glue on the little Bowser. I didn't want to put him in the oven because he's made of paper, so he probably just would have burned up or something. And for the final detail, we're using this Sharpie to draw the little diamond patterns on certain platforms. And there's the finished Lethal Lava Land. Make sure you give this video a like or a comment if you want, subscribe for more content, and that's all for now. Peace.